The first thing that's helpful for me is to already have a predetermined list of which students I want to work with a particular day. As you can see, I use Excel sheet to create that list, and then I also already looked for the classes and picked the period that I want to call the student out of. So that's already in order. It's by period 1 through 7, and I find it useful based on how I know how to pull the summons. So after that, I make sure that I have my Synergy up. So I log in, and the summons report to look for in the quick launch, that's the easiest way to find it. Oh, also making sure that I'm in the correct school. So in this example, I'm using Camelback High School. And then on the quick launch, I launch the STU summons report. So it's STU223, but in the quick launch, you can just easily access it through summons. Okay, now that it's up, in this options tab, you're able to customize what you want the pass to say. So up there, the delivery options, right here, we're not going to mess with too much. That's if you have a single pass that you're looking for. What we're going to customize is the delivery options and the summons. So I want the pass deliver the same exact date as I want the students to see me. So as you can see, I'm going to start with delivery period 1, and then I use the time based on the bell schedule. So 8:30 is during period 1, so I selected 8:30. You can select whatever time you want during that period. Then on the message option here, I decided to put work on FAFSA and scholarships, but you could customize it to whatever you want. That is going to be the title on top of your summons. And then contact, it is required to put a contact, so the best thing to do here based on our list is a counselor. Message, there's also a message that's standard, but you can also customize the message. So what I decided to do is put this, please come to the counseling to work on your FAFSA, college apps, and scholarships, and then my name. You can also put, if you want to put your college transition specialist or whatever it is that you want to put there, every pass that you create is going to have this message. Location, you can put whatever location that you work out of. It could be account guidance, it could be library. Let's use library for now. And then after that, make sure that when you select save as default, that way you don't have to keep recreating this pass. And then if you click on sort, then make sure the file type is PDF so it can be downloaded as a PDF and you can print it and cut it out. Here, now the selection tab, if you hit select, and based on your Excel spreadsheet, you're able to start looking up students. So since we're going to start in period 1, then we copy and paste it. Oh, we see that there's no results, so then we close it and make sure that you clear it, and then you hit select. So now let's try that again. There's a student comes up, and then I continue to do that for all the period 1 callouts. In this case, there's 3, so once I do that, copy and paste, then I'm able to hit select. As you can see, there's only 3 for period 1, so I'm going to hit select, and then there's the students that are going to be called out for period 1. So now I can hit print, and then my PDF is going to download, and as you can see, this is the pass that I created for these students. The only thing that changes is the student information and their class, delivery class. So now I minimize that, and I actually repeat it for every period. So I go back to my options, and I simply just go down the list. I have students to work with in period 2, and then on the time, I just go based on the bell schedule on when period 2 is going to happen. Just for the sake of time, I just added an hour, but just make sure to check the bell schedule. Now I go back to selection, I clear it, and then I hit select to select the students that are going to be called out for period 2. Copy and paste, copy and paste, and then copy and paste. I'll show you a few periods and then I'm going to go ahead and speed it up and then I'll show you our results at the very end. So here I called out about 6 students for period 2. And then same thing as before. Once I see that all the students are selected for period 2, I hit select and I hit print. And same thing, a PDF is going to be downloaded based on my selections. And it can be easily printed and cut and you're ready to go for the day. So I minimize it and I repeat this step for periods 3, 4, 5, and 7. Again, changing the summons time to reflect the time where the period is being held, or what time the period is being held. And then I'm on period 2, so I change the delivery, I clear it, I hit select, and I repeat the same exact process. Alright, as you can see, I'm finishing up period 7 using the same exact process as period 1 through 5. And now I'm downloading period 7's PDF, and there it is. So now I go to my tab so I can maximize all the PDFs that I minimized as I was going. So each period is going to have a different PDF to print. Period 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7. So after I open all of them up, now I can go ahead and print them. After you print, then you can cut them and they're ready to be delivered.